Hi, welcome to Future Dragon Rocket. I am not Ryan Reynolds. So this is going to be my episode 9 review recap of House of the Dragon, season 1, episode 9. Let's get started. So last episode, episode 8, ended with King Viserys dying in his sleep, kind of dying in his bed, and the episode starts with a little blonde boy who we think is a Targaryen running through the castle. It's actually not a Targaryen boy. He is running to tell someone that the king is dead, and I believe it is like a spy for White Worm, essentially. It honestly, it could have been one of Queen Alicent's granddaughters, possibly. I don't know. That's just the theory. I'll have to go back and rewatch it and see what they look like. But um, so some people know that the king is dead, but the High Towers are trying to just kind of cover up the news that the king is dead for now until they can, get the coronation for Aegon started. So Larys Strong, he rounds up everyone that kind of knows that the king is dead and puts them into the dungeons, which is pretty much like I think everyone from the kitchens. Everyone from the kitchens ends up down in the dungeons, and then Queen Alicent tells her father, Otto Hightower, what she interpreted the king's last words as being, which she misinterpreted. She did not. He did not want Aegon to be king. He wants his first daughter, Princess Rhaenyra, kind of in charge. So we get to the small council, and this episode, episode 9, is actually called the Green Council, and so they renamed the small council the Green Council because they're pretty much all in favor of kind of like, I don't know, ruining the Targaryen name, ruining the Targaryen family. And there's only two people in the room, two people, one person on the small council, the other one, I guess, just kind of like listening in. But one is Lord Lyman Beasley of Honeybolt. Honeybolt is if you look at a map of Westeros, to the southwest of Highgarden, just kind of like out in the middle of nowhere in the countryside, kind of. He's the only one that's like, no, like we, are loyal to the Targaryens. We're loyal to the king. I know I'm old. I've known the king forever. This is not what he would have wanted. And then the other one, Lord Commander Westerling, Lord Commander of the Kingsguard. He is like the commander of, I believe, 7 or 8 knights wearing white capes, sworn to protect the king. And he resigns. He quits his job. He's saying that there is no king to protect. Let me know when there is a king to protect, and I'll maybe come back to my job. But Sir Christian Cole actually kills the Master of Coin. Sir Christian Cole kills Lord Beasley of Honeybolt, and no one can find Aegon. He's not in the Red Keep. He's not in the castle. No one can find him in the city. It turns out Daemon's ex-wife, Daemon's ex-girlfriend is the White Worm, and she's hiding the king to be, Prince Aegon, somewhere. Otto Hightower actually pays gold to find out where he is, and he's hiding like under a table in a church or something. And it's important for Queen Alicent to find him first, so that she can kind of like go through with her plan, so that like no one really gets killed, because her father, Otto Hightower, his plan is to get a bunch of people killed. And you are going to want a strong drink for this next one, but it turns out Queen Alicent is buying info, buying secrets from Larys Strong in exchange for little foot fetish sessions. So Queen Alicent Hightower takes off her shoes, takes off her socks, puts her feet up on the table, puts her feet up on the couch, and Larys Strong just busts a nut in his pants to that. That was disgusting. Possibly one of the most disgusting things in Game of Thrones, even though there is a lot of disgusting things in Game of Thrones. Sir Eric, or Sir Eric's twin brother, is trying to help Queen Rhaenys, the queen that never was, escape King's Landing. And he does a horrible job because he just gets like separated from Rhaenys, and she ends up in the dragon pit actually during the coronation, and she splits soon. She splits out of the coronation, and we see Aegon, go through the whole coronation process. He gets crowned. He raises the Valyrian steel sword, Blackfire, in the air as king. But then the queen that never was, Queen Rhaenys, she smashes through the floor on her dragon Meleys, who we have not seen yet. This is awesome. This is the first time we've seen this particular dragon in the show. I think we've seen 4 dragons. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the 5th dragon we've now seen. And this was amazing. I think everyone was probably screaming at their TV Dracarys so that she would burn the High Towers, but if you read the books, you know that's not going to happen. And if you've read anything about the show, you know the show is supposed to go 4 seasons, so you know that the Hightower family is not going to get just burned alive all together in one place. Um, so Queen Rhaenys, she escapes out of the dragon pit on her dragon Melees. She's flying to Dragonstone, and if you watch the um, little preview for next week, you do see that Rhaenys makes it to Dragonstone. She's talking to Princess Rhaenyra and Daemon about kind of like their battle plans against the High Towers. So the Dragon is definitely the show of 2022 so far. Every episode has been better and better. This show has not slowed down at all. This show has not held back at all. Next week, the finale. I'm hoping that we see some dragon versus dragon action. I hope we see a dragon battle, a mid-air dragon battle. That would probably be the best thing for season 1 to go out with in the episode 10 finale. Thanks so much for watching Future Dragon Rocket. Subscribe down below, share on social media. See you next time.